Hello friends, I'm here today to share with you the books that I read in the month of July. I didn't look to see how many I ended up with. I ended up with 15 books. So, first off, I started with Collided by Lauren Asher. This is book 2 in her Dirty Air series. I ended up giving this one 3 stars. This one is Sophie and Liam. It's a bit of an age gap. Liam is a playboy, kind of the bad boy of Formula One. And Sophie is a team principal's daughter. Not even his team principal's daughter, so it's a bit of a rivalry, forbidden, couldn't think of the word for a second. Bit of a rivalry, forbidden, romance. There's an age gap, but yeah, this one was just really long and really drawn out, and I never felt like they wanted more than a physical relationship. I never felt that connection between them, so I ended up giving this one 3 stars. Next was Set on You by Amy Lee. I ended up giving this one 3 stars as well. This one is about a plus size fitness influencer. And there were just some things she said that bothered me as a plus size person. She did kind of have that character growth in there and kind of realized that the things that she was saying maybe weren't as positive as she thought they were. So I did enjoy that, but I gave it 3 stars because the love interest, he was somebody she saw at the gym all the time. I think he was a firefighter. He was just kind of boring, kind of bland. There wasn't really any substance to him. Next was A Caribbean Heiress in Paris by Adriana Herrera. I gave this one 5 stars. I loved this one. So this is about a woman from the Caribbean she's gone to Paris to, or she's on her way to England, I believe was what it was. But she is trying to show her father that she can run the rum business that I don't know if he started it or if it was somebody else in the family, but he runs it now. She's trying to show him that she can step up and that she can, run the business whenever he decides to retire. But he's kind of going behind her back a little bit and is trying to, because she's a woman, this is a historical story. Because she's a woman, he's trying to go kind of behind her back a little bit and find someone else to take it. So he sends her on this kind of impossible mission through Paris to England, where she runs into, I don't remember names, but she runs into this guy who's also in that kind of business. I think he was more of in a trading business. But yeah, they ultimately come to a marriage of convenience agreement to help each other out, and I loved it. There was a lot going on other than the romance, so some people won't like it, but I was very invested in all of the business side of things, of them working out what they needed and how they were going to get to their goals, and I really enjoyed it. Next was Only One Love by Natasha Madison. I ended up giving this one 3 stars. It was not for me. It was very similar to Pucked by Helena Hunting in the aspect of it being a pro hockey player and this woman who's very vulgar and thinking that she's funny. I don't know how to describe it without sounding bad, but yeah, it just wasn't for me. It wasn't my type of humor. But yeah, I didn't love this one. This was another one where the love interest was supposed to be the bad boy of hockey, but he was kind of boring. Didn't really do much other than play hockey. So next up was The Setup and the Substitute by Jiffy Kate. This is book 3 in the New Orleans Revelers series. So this one is a single dad, and he has just recently been traded to New Orleans, and he's trying to make everything with his kids work and find them a nanny because I don't remember what happened to the nanny at the beginning. She had to leave for some reason. And one day when he's picking up his daughter from school, he meets the substitute to her class for that day. And then they kind of work out an arrangement of during the summer, while he's going on trips and stuff, she'll stay with the kids and be the nanny. So it's a single father, nanny romance, bit of baseball in there. I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. After that was A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. I ended up giving this one 3 stars. I thought this was just a pretty generic Hades and Persephone retelling. I didn't think it had anything special in it, anything different, anything unique about the retelling. So yeah, I gave it 3 stars. It was alright. I probably won't continue, just because there's other series with Hades and Persephone retellings that I think I would rather pick up. Then was A Bad Day for Sunshine by Dorinda Jones. This one is book 1 in, I think it was just called Sunshine Vikram series. I don't know. I need to get the rest of the series. I gave this one 4 stars. So this one's about a single mother who moves back to Del Sol, New Mexico, her hometown, because her parents have somehow gotten her the chief of police, the sheriff position. So she and her daughter moved back, and she reconnects with an old flame who is kind of being secretive about stuff that happened in the past. And there's this whole big mystery about a kidnapper who's kidnapping teenage girls. And I gave this one 4 stars. There was a lot happening in it. And towards the climax of the mystery plot, I got a little bit lost as to who was who. But I do need to get the rest of the series so I can continue on with this. I did really enjoy it enough for that. After that was Running After a Heartbreaker by Jamie Albright. I gave this one 4 stars. This is a small town rock star romance. He's going to be a country music star, but he's like not there yet. He's kind of in like the beginning stages of signing a deal and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, she's a single mom who is running this bar that was left to her by her mother. And I didn't feel like either of them had a very well-rounded personality. He was all about music, she was all about the bar and her daughter, and it just it was alright. Like, I liked it enough. I think I saw it more as a made-for-TV movie, I feel like I could see this as, but it was alright. It was good. I did enjoy it enough to give it 4 stars. Then I read Teach Me the Ropes by Vanessa Vale. This is a super short one. I gave it 3 stars. It was very insta-lovey. The guy was very intense. There was this whole situation towards like the end of the book when he got mad at her for like comparing her to this other guy that he knew, but like, you don't know each other, so I don't understand why you're so mad. You've known each other for 3 days. I also read The Friendship Pact by Jill Shalvis. This is in her Sunrise Cove series. I gave this one 3 stars as well. This one is very reminiscent of like adult Gilmore Girls. It's a woman and her mom. They live in like a duplex, and they've always been very close to each other. She doesn't really know who her dad is and starts trying to find him. She finds something or other at her mom's house and starts trying to find her dad. And she actually ends up running into Riggs. They had a brief fling in high school. He's a former Marine. He's there because his brother is the owner of the business where her mom works. He kind of starts helping her look for her dad. I gave this one 3 stars. I just really didn't understand all of the dynamics of the characters and how they like came together. I did not understand some of their decisions. Yeah. I gave this one 3 stars. It was good. I'm glad I listened to it. I think had I read it, I would have been super bored. But I'm glad I listened to this one. I also listened to Rain Shadow Road by Lisa Kleypas. This is in her Friday Harbor series. I gave this one 3 stars as well. It's a friends with benefits or a with benefits situation, and I don't love that. And so I wasn't very invested in their relationship. And I thought the main character at the beginning of this, her boyfriend breaks up with her because he's been cheating on her with her sister. And I felt like she was very forgiving Like, she was real mad about it and then just forgave her sister without even her sister really having to do anything. I don't even think she really apologized. Maybe she did. I don't really remember. But yeah, I didn't love this one. I felt like she was a bit of kind of a pushover. So I gave it 3 stars. I listened to Love Jasonthorne by Ella Mays. I gave this one 3 stars. I gave a lot of 3 stars this month. It was not a high quality reading month. I just couldn't suspend my belief enough for this. I don't believe that she had a crush on this guy when she was younger, crush on her brother's best friend when she was younger, enough to significantly impact relationships she had as an adult. And I don't believe that just because they knew each other then and she had a crush on him, like, as adults, they know how to be in a relationship with each other. Yeah. I needed a bit more connection in the adult part, as opposed to just hearing about their past from them. I also listened to Painted Scars by, I'm going to butcher this name, Neva Altaj. I think I gave this one 4 stars. It was really good. It's a very like low stakes mafia. There is a couple of scenes that are a bit gruesome, I guess would be the word, but they're not like long scenes. They're not like they kind of are main plot points, but they're not like 2 chapters long of gruesome gunfights and stuff like that. So, it starts off, the main character is told that her dad is going to have to like give her to this mafia boss as an arranged marriage. He has been injured in a bomb, I think is what went off, and like he's in a wheelchair a lot. He's working his way towards crutches. Like throughout the story, he goes to physical therapy and all that kind of stuff. I did really enjoy it. There's a 3rd act breakup, and it kind of felt rushed through that whole thing. But yeah, I did really enjoy it, and I do think I want to continue on with the series because they mentioned an arranged marriage for one of his right hand man. I think I want to read that one. And finally, I want to mention that I did read these 3 books in the Stay a Spell series. I have a whole reading vlog on that, so I will link that. Don't Hex and Drive, I gave 5 stars. Witches Get Stitches, I gave 4 stars. And Always Practice Safe Hex, I gave 4 stars as well. So that is going to be it for my July wrap-up. If you've read any of these, let me know what you thought about them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.